Alright, let's hop on here and do some Jumpstart. Alright, let's choose packet, see what we get. Goblins, Rainbow, Under the Sea. The Goblin deck has been doing really good. The Rainbow sounds a little interesting. Not sure exactly what's in that deck. Under the Sea could be fun if we're looking for blue. Sacrifice 6 lands. Basic land. Well, do we want to go with a kind of a land packet here, or are we looking to... Yeah, let's try it. All of the goblins sound pretty fun. Now that we have that, we can do well-read. Feathered Friends are smashing. Good choices here. Trying to think what would go well with the deck there. Kind of like the idea of doing the Feathered Friends, and then we have some flying. Well, red could be interesting. We wanted to play some counters and stuff off of it. Let's look at what we have in well red here. Quick looking up the deck list here. Couple of instants, few enchantments. I think let's go Feathered Friends. Let's give that a try. So it's a rainbowed Feathered Friends deck. That should be interesting. Well, we've got some expensive cards over here, but we have a few plays. Only have 2 lands with this skin. Well, that doesn't add it. Just we do get a free mulligan. Let's try it. I think we need a few more lands. There we go. Feeling a little bit better about that. Let's go ahead and hold off until we can get a little bit more mana for that guy. Gets a creature on the board for us. I like the fact that this gives us a card draw. Let's see if we can't hold out for another round. There we go, gaining a little life. Gives us a block with this other flying creature. Then we'll get the dinosaur out here so that we can attack and hopefully do some damage there. But this way, if they swing in, I get choice of which one. Plus with a little higher mana cost, hopefully that'll take away some of the options of the sweeping the 3 mana less cards. Protection from multicolored. That's an interesting one. Let's swing in there. Figured we wouldn't get a block. Thinking we're going to want to use this to get this creature off the board. Alright.
If we work together, we can achieve peace. Oketra's love is your shield.
We're going to go ahead and absorb that. So that didn't do any damage there, but we were able to take the Planeswalker out and do one to the face. The vigilance on this, in addition to the protection from multicolor, is pretty difficult here. Alright. Each color of mana spent to cast it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 9. Do we have a black? I think we have everything here. Okay, I should have done 8. Well, let's try this again, but with counting. Ah, I didn't see that you can change the color of mana, but it costs you one. Alright, we're gonna hold back. That might have done it for us. I don't think we have any. Gotta be a 1. I keep forgetting that this is a... since there was no color of mana. That's interesting to know. Let's go ahead and swing in and do one to the face. And let's get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that wasn't pretty. You know, out of all decks to go up against when you have a rainbow deck, it's pretty amazing that you go up against somebody who has protection from multicolored decks. I swear that the server loves to match you up against those special cases, because it just seems really strange in all the different theme options that I would be paired head-to-head with somebody that has protection from multicolored. What are the odds? Sometimes I think the odds are a little better than some would like to think. It's like when you have a flying deck and you're mysteriously paired against a deck that just has all creatures with reach. It's amazing how that works out. Come on, my feathered friends. Oh, let's go for a red. You know what? I'm kind of liking the idea of tapping that creature. Who's got reach here, right? Now I'm thinking we're going to want to end the turn and then immediately, as soon as we get the opportunity, use this ability to tap this creature. But if they have a land card, they might have the opportunity to sacrifice this and deal 3 damage to either one of our cards there. Hopefully they would go after the Hawk, because we have another creature with flying lined up. So now we are going to do that. I think that was... Get the big guy off the board. Got this on here to add some mana. It didn't really matter too much about tapping because I could have tapped, but then they would have had a block there with this creature. So now this is setting me up to get 2 flyers out. Hopefully we can keep going over the top, get the job done. The old Healer's Hawk, 1 life at a time. Here comes that 3 damage. Who's it gonna choose? Healer's Hawk. We're actually okay with that because here comes. Boom. Swinging in one at a time. Get that job done. Alright, we'll see if we can't do some damage to these guys on the ground. We'll just do like a full-on swing in and see how they react. So let's do +2. Ooh, there she goes. It's not doing much for me. One of the things I can do though is tap that creature. Swing in for 2. I'm going to go ahead and let her rip. If we can get 5 at a time, it's only going to be 2 turns. There goes our flyer. Just going to stop our tapping ability. And they should swing in with their 3/4. Well, let's play it to get the card draw. And that's not the card we wanted. So far, not seeing a good synergy between the rainbow deck and the feathered flyers. We might have been better off doing the blue, well-read deck with some enchantments and some counter spells and being able to keep some of these creatures off of us while we're building up, because a lot of these just really don't matter if you're not able to draw a card that requires multiple rainbow mana. This is too bad because we would have had a flying card to be able to tap with, but right now there's not much going. I could see this getting sacrificed to bring back the Ravenous Chupacabra. Not looking good. I don't know that there's anything in this deck to get us back from being down this much. We had quite a life lead, but Not much going on hand-wise. Need some card draw and a way to wipe the deck here. It's nice to get that off the board, but like I said, the opponent's got some ability to sacrifice enchantments and get cards back, so even though we removed it from the board, we will be seeing some of these cards coming back here shortly. There's the card draw. Let's see if we did not sacrifice it. Returned creature card to the hand, but not from the graveyard, so that gives protection. I could see him doing that to get Burglar Rat if I had a card he was trying to get rid of, but we have another zombie. Let's give it one more draw. See if we have a miracle card, if we can Yu-Gi-Oh something from the top deck, and if not, we'll get out of here. He's just taking his time, thinking about how amazing this is. Alright, that is not the card that we wanted. Just let him think about that a little bit. Alright, thanks, bud. Real good playing with you. Like those deep thinkers that take 45 seconds to think about whether or not they want to pass or not. I understand people like to think some plays through, but there's also just the excruciatingly slow players that really don't have any options and like to think about the options they potentially could have had, how life could have been, all the mistakes they've made that brought them up to that very moment. Like deciding to choose a Rainbow and Feathered Friends deck. Something along those lines. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the Plains card out there. Now I could have put the Plains to get this card out, but at this point I really didn't know that getting this card out would do anything. It's nice having that one extra mana ready to go. Could we potentially be going up against another rainbow deck? Could it be multicolored versus multicolor? It's looking like we are. Yeah, let's swing it. Let's see if he's willing to trade a flying card. Didn't think he would. It's amazing. 2 multicolored decks, and we have Feathered Friends, and we are going up against a flying creature that does not have Feathered Friends. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's see if he wants to trade here. I'm alright with it. Let's clear the way. That way when we get the Falconer's Adept, we'll be safe to swing in. We'll have some 1/1 flyers. Hopefully he does not have a handful of black flying creatures. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, let's get it out there. That way we can use it as a blocker. Hopefully, potentially swing next turn. Unless I have a giant ass black flying creature, because why would they not? Jesus Christ. Yes, let's try to get that red card out here. No attack. We're not going to go into that 5/5 right now. Alright, we're taking that. Put 2. Get rid of that card. Jesus. Start swinging next turn, but he's going to start coming in here. We can take this guy out. It's bad news bears for us. No blockers. Interesting. Of course. Let's get out of here. This is just a long game of you lose. And the general consensus of the Rainbow Feathered Friends deck, as incredibly kick-ass as that sounds, is it's pretty freaking horrible. So if you ever have the opportunity to draw Rainbow Feathered Friends, I would go for the Goblin deck, because I think you might actually have a chance of winning a game at that point. And they might actually be enjoyable, because you won't be trying to draw 5 different types of mana and paying mana to create other colors of mana for spells that seem to never actually show up. So yeah, I would say this theme deck is not a good combo, and I would give it 0 out of 5. So thanks for watching me lose a few on this round of Jumpstart.